Dorcas. Wish me luck. Oh, I'm not. You know I wouldn't do that. Never. Never.
And welcome in to the Rob and Kale Show. I'm Rob Sanders. Thanks for checking us out this evening. To my, which direction is that way? I guess it would be my left if you're looking over, I don't know. Left is my podcast co-host, Mr. Carolina Jackpot, Kale Hall. Kale, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening then. How are you?
Good, sir. Getting along. Enjoying Championship Sunday here.
Did you get that snow cleaned up?
Yeah. I actually I can show you this while we're here. We got like, I don't know how much snow did we get, Karen K? 3 inches? Karen says between 1.5 inches and 2. We'll just she knows how to measure it. Let's leave it at that. Anyway, let's see if I can show you this really quick.
Like she's got experience with numbers on the low side there.
Yeah. Been disappointing that woman forever. So I took these pictures of our
sorry, I couldn't resist. I just kind of set that up.
That's all right. I teed it up for you, so I can't expect you to me to tee up something you not hit it out of the park. Let me show you this. This was so at my house, we live on the Woodlands Golf Course, which hole number 6 is right behind my house. I want to show you these pictures I took. They're kind of cool. Here you go, Jackpot. That's how it looked on the golf course.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then let's see here. There's another one. Yeah, that's actually the clubhouse to the right here. There's the palm trees. They were looking out of place there. That was the first hole. And that's the second hole. That's probably the best picture we got there. As you can see, I got out there before everybody was running through it and doing all kind of silly stuff, but it was also cold as shit. But yeah, we got.
Well, last week, I mean, you got Myrtle Beach and Myrtle Beach and Pensacola and New Orleans and places like this that don't ever get snow, getting a bunch of damn snow. And meanwhile, back last September, we're taking their damn hurricanes. So I don't know what to say.
It's a mess.
I don't want to deal with those anymore. So,
I don't want to deal with
snowback and which we don't really normally get that much snow. We used to get it when I was a kid. It used to snow about, I mean, every winter you would have a pretty good measurable snowfall, like maybe a 4, 5, 6 inches or something. It seemed like every year, but I mean, the past, I don't know, 10, 15 years, it just doesn't seem like we get that much anymore. I remember when, I think I was in the 7th grade. I believe it was the winter of 88, maybe, up here, something like that. Shit, we were out of school, man, for 2 damn weeks.
Shit.
Yeah, we were out. I was in middle school. Then in the 7th grade, we were out for 2 weeks. For that shit.
So, like the last measurable snow here, I think was in 2018. So we don't get it very, very often here in the Midlands, anyway. So, but it was nice to see it, nice to watch it, and then now
I believe our friend Nathan down there in who lives in Beaufort now.
He's down in Beaufort.
The last time they got a measurable snowfall was 2018, and then it said the last time before that was 1989.
Yeah, they got hammered down there. Anyway, shout out to Nathan. I think he rewatches later on, but shout out to Nathan. Jerry asked, "Do I play golf?" I mean, I go out there and attempt. My daughter is the best golfer I think in the house. I think if she squared up with her mom, she might beat her mom. But Karen's a hell of a golfer when she's on point. But no, I go out there and just hit the ball. So anyway, that's pretty much it.
You're just all about that brute force and strength. You're not really about the accuracy. You're kind of like a bearded version of. Well, I wouldn't say a bearded version because he's bearded now. You're a John Daly type.
Well, if I hit the ball, it generally goes far. I just have issues with making contact. I can putt. I'm probably the best putter.
You have issues making contact
with the ball.
That's a problem there.
Yeah. I love how
Jackpot Jr. Has been pretty good at golf in the past.
Do you play with Jackpot Jr.?
I do. It's been about 1.5 years, but I will go out and play with him occasionally.
I challenge you and Jackpot Jr. to a match against me and Paula Kay. You come down.
I don't know that I want that smoke, but it'd be fun to. I guess it'd be fun to watch her play. I mean,
I'm pretty fucking terrible, but I think that you are welcome to that. You and Jackpot Jr. come down, and we'll play golf here. And me and Groot will take you 2 on.
When I was down there at the Citadel, me and this guy that I was roommates with, he and I went. This is when we were sophomores to some golf course out near Monk's Corner, and we got really, really drunk, and we flipped the golf cart over.
Yeah, we won't. We'll let you guys use one of the carts from the course. We don't want to turn our golf cart over.
Yeah.
So yeah,
you gotta be pretty stupid to turn a golf cart over. I mean.
Well, I was kind of worried about it the other day when I went and took those pictures because I'm so used to bebopping and around the neighborhood with it. You take a turn a little bit too sharp, and that cart starts turning a little bit. You're like, time to let it just slide a little bit. I wasn't going that fast, but still.
Freedom 556, where do you live at for your driveway's been iced over for 2 weeks?
You're talking about your 2-week story from 1988, sir. So I think that the reason that they were iced in up there so much is because the DOT doesn't really spend a lot of money on ice removal stuff because we never have it.
North Georgia in the mountains. Okay.
Yeah. So there's that. All right, Jackpot, your picks today. Did you pick the Eagles or the
I did have the Eagles winning and covering that, so I got that one right. I did. I didn't really do any betting. Well, I did do a betting action. I took Saquon Barkley. I took him over 178 yards, and he didn't quite get there.
You thought he was going to get there after the first play of the game, though. First
Yeah,
play was 60 yards. I was like, oh, shit, they're gone.
I took him out and then got some fourth quarter action there from your boy. Your boy got in there in the fourth quarter. Old Shipley.
Oh, Will, as Shitley as you used to call him.
Oh, Shipley. Treadmill boy. I mean, Lord. I mean, I didn't see a lot of effort from Washington there on that particular play. It wasn't a lot of execution there, but, I mean.
Yeah.
Congratulations to him. I mean, it's still a big deal to score a touchdown in the NFL, and he certainly
in the
did.
NFC Championship game. That's his first one.
Yeah.
So there you go. So anyway.
I don't hate it.
So
like I told you, I don't really hate these players once they get away from Clemson. I mean, it doesn't really benefit me in any way to feel badly like that, While they're there wearing that orange and being coached up by Doofus, then they're their game, but not anymore.
Oh man, this Kansas City game is really a really good game.
Yeah, it's still 22-21.
Yep.
I wish I'd have scored that. I wish I'd have scored on that 2-point conversion a while ago. I think that might come back to bite them in the ass.
Yeah. So, anyway, Josh Allen is just a big bitch. I mean, he really is. He's a big-ass quarterback. So, anyway.
Yeah, you got to have some size to be able to compete in the NFL as a rule. That's why we see some of these smaller quarterbacks like your Bryce Youngs and shit, they kind of struggle a little bit.
They're lining him up like a fucking fullback though, and just telling him, here, run in between the tackles, stupid. Go out there and try to knock Chris Jones down. So there you go. All right, do you want to talk about the Gamecock basketball team yesterday, or is it going to piss you off?
Well, I mean, why would it piss me off?
I mean, they had that game jackpot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did. Well, I mean, they were on the verge of getting blown out, and once again, just like they did. Actually, just like they let Florida do, they let them come back from like 14 down to win, and then Mississippi State lets us come back from 14 down. It almost win in overtime. What is this, number 20? Is it number 21? What's his name? Conyers or whatever?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I wanted to strangle that son of a bitch. I mean, what?
For why? The one play?
27 seconds left to play. He's the one that can't handle a fucking pass. Goes out of bounds. There's one chance to either take the lead or tie the damn thing. And then after that missed free throw shot when it was 61-58, they rebounded it, got the ball out to him on the perimeter, fucking goes out of bounds off his skinny ass fucking fingers. And there goes our chance to win. I mean, damn, dude. I mean, I can see you fuck it up one time, but I mean, when you get a chance to redeem yourself. Don't fuck up again.
Yeah. So. They just like, I mean,
I'll can't finish games. They can't finish games, and it's frustrating as hell because I mean, they could have like 3 league wins right now, and they'd be damn good league wins.
Yeah.
So the team they're not as bad as their record makes them look, and they're not as bad as everybody thinks they are. They're really not.
Well, I don't think it's a tournament team, but I think it's a team that could really screw some people over come February and March, the first part of March. Like this team screams of a team that's going to go to like the SEC semifinals because if the matchups are correct. They don't have a calming presence at the point guard spot, a guy that can settle them down with 27 seconds to go, a guy that, hey, I'm going to throw the ball into him and he's going to knock down free throws and get us a win. They don't really have that.
Well, had Jabari Thomas fouled out at that point yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe he had.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a pretty good outing for his first game back.
Yeah. All right.
They haven't gotten a lot to me since he's been there. I know he's hurt right now, and he's had some issues out of Miles Studi Booty. I kind of thought he would be a little bit of a heavier scorer than what he's been since he's been there. But
I want to address Peckerhead's question in a second about the DJ at the women's game yesterday. We'll get into that in a moment. Let's head to the phones here first. Sven calling from Germany. How are you, sir?
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag with G.
Very good.
Yeah.
What's going on, brother?
Jackpot. I have nothing against South Carolina, but you shouldn't be in the game in the first place. You are 0-5, and you have no business to stay with Mississippi State in hoops. No business. We blow you out.
Well, is that our team's fault or is it yours?
No, it's our fault. It's our fault.
Mm-hmm.
We played absolute terrible the last 10 minutes of the game. This game should be over by the third quarter. We should be up by 25, and that's it.
I mean, I would agree with
There's
you.
only two halves in
It was
basketball.
our fault.
There's not
We
quarters.
had stupid turnovers. We didn't rebound. It was absolutely
Give us some more knowledge
horrific.
there.
Yeah. You know, college games are played in halves, not quarters, right, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you get what you get what I mean.
Sure.
The last 10 minutes from Mississippi State was absolute horrific.
Well, you guys couldn't get the ball in bounds. There was like
South Carolina's defense was
ball in bounds.
Our defense was kicking their ass in the second half of that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Normally we spread the ball around.
Yeah.
And that's how we win games. And that's how you lost the first game.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, you should have lost that. What happened to him?
It was terrible.
Sorry. Yeah.
To be honest, I should have lost that game. I mean, I really should have, but neither here nor there.
Anyway.
Well, I think your team's a tournament team there, Sven.
Yeah. I mean, we have a really, really good head coach.
Yeah.
He came and put us in year one into the tournament. Okay, we lost. Last year, we draw ISO and Michigan State. It's a bad draw. But now we have some better players. And if our second point guard comes back from his injury, we are ready.
Yeah, that one guy in the paint is a real beast.
Cam Matthews.
Yeah.
Cameron Matthews.
Yeah, that was his name.
Yeah. Our real star is Hubbard, but he can't hit the rim since 3 weeks. He is a 35 to 40% 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
I think he's down to 20% or something like that.
I was impressed with the way that you guys rebound. You guys seem to be really attacking the rim, and you rebound like almost like, remember the old fire ant defense jackpot that the Gamecocks have where everybody's running to hit tackle in football? It's kind of how Mississippi State rebounds.
Yeah. We are a hard team.
And the whole team's hitting the board.
We play hard, and this is one reason why Tennessee with Dalton Knecht couldn't beat this team. Dalton Knecht, a first-round NFL pick with the Tennessee Vols, never beat Mississippi State because we are physical.
Yeah,
we go after you. But anyway,
well, good win
I'm
for
out
you,
of here.
All right, buddy.
I wish kick me out here.
Oh, well, we weren't going to kick you out. We're going to let you hang out. But hey, do your thing, man. Talk to you later, Sven.
Okay.
All right, buddy. Sven talking to us from Germany.
Jay said he had a Nathan's hot dog for the first time ever this weekend at the ETSU game on Saturday. Would that
Jackpot
have been would that have been, Jay, in the Freedom Hall Civic Center in Johnson City, Tennessee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to talk? You had a food review this weekend, Jackpot. I caught it on the old Ticker Tucker.
Yeah, well, that TikTok, I'm gonna tell you, man, that thing pisses me off. I don't understand with this thing. My last food review that I did 2 Saturdays ago has 187,000 views. This one has barely over 2,000 right now. and like people, when they share it or repost it, it helps the numbers go up. I don't understand it. I don't understand why one with the other one I did the 2 weeks ago. I mean, it started getting big numbers right off the jump. I mean, it was like 20,000 people had watched it by the time I went to bed that night. I'm just like, I don't understand. I don't understand it at all. The little hashtag thing you put in there, I always put hashtag viral video, hashtag foodie, and hashtag South Carolina, and it's like, damn. I don't know. Maybe it's just because other places, they're both kind of local establishments, though. So I don't know, man. Weird.
Well, I watched it on the TikTok.
Yeah,
stuff there from Jackpot. I like how he lambasted the coleslaw, but
it was fucking terrible. I mean, dude. I mean, why y'all making the coleslaw on that place? The hot dog at that place in Newberry was amazing. It was amazing. I could eat a whole quart of that stuff by itself. Yeah. And that stuff they had was just. I mean, it was just as boring as it gets. Wasn't good. Those French fries were limp as fuck too. They gotta do better than that. I miss I've been to mom and pop restaurants where they have fresh cut fries and they're seasoned well and they come out and they look like maybe they got a little potato skin still clinging to them for dear life and they're just fried perfectly. That's what I want. That's what I want, and I just haven't found that yet. But I'm gonna keep trying. Yeah, a lot of those restaurants that we have around here, and I don't know how many of them there are around Columbia. Maybe some. I think they're like the Greek style. You know, like we have them here. There's some called Pete's and the Clock. And do you have those there?
Yeah, a couple of them.
Yeah, they're all pretty much the same. I try to stay away from those places. They just, I mean, the hamburgers are all, they're just all the same. I mean, they're really, but I mean, they're iconic and people like them, but I'm just, we have one not far from here. It's called the Spice Diner.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I'll go there. I like to go there. I like to get their baby club. I don't know why they call it a baby club. The son bitch, it takes you. I mean, I can hardly finish it, but it is a baby club. I really enjoy that.
Karen likes the club sandwich. We can't really find a good club anymore, can we, dear? Yeah, she likes not in our club anyway. All right, let's bring on Octavian. Welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you, sir. What's going on? Good week for the Gators, man. We Gamecocks beat the Bulldogs in basketball.
Yeah, they beat the Bulldogs by like 40 yesterday, didn't they? 30 or 40?
Yeah, we beat them out there to beat the dog shit out of them.
Yeah, but your coach is a sexual deviant, though. We learned that on the program.
Oh, no, he's not, sir.
He was showing his pecker to fucking students. He's a deviant, sir.
Here y'all go.
Whoa. What have I said that is not factual? He couldn't even take me to court on this one. It is a proven fact from his Instagram. He sent pictures of his penis to students.
Rob, is he a married man?
I don't know. Either way, he's still a fucking idiot.
Because if he's a married man, that makes it even worse.
Yeah. He sent his pecker to students, but hey, he was able to lead you to a 40-point win over the Bulldogs. So
yeah, the Bulldogs. As long as we beat the Bulldogs in the Gamecocks, I want to stick with that. That was a good weekend.
Well,
your deviant coach
led your team. to a win over Georgia.
Talk. Hey man, y'all, do y'all have a thing for letdowns and letdown in sports? Why do y'all always let down with big leads in sports, Carolina man? Y'all lose to us in football. Y'all have a big lead in football. Y'all lose to us in football. Y'all have a big lead in basketball, and y'all lose in basketball. Y'all can't beat us for baseball for worth a damn. I just don't know. What is y'all good in? What
I think
sport
we
are
won
y'all?
the baseball series, didn't we?
Yeah, you
I don't know.
did win the baseball. Yeah,
We
you did
beat them to go.
win the baseball.
We beat them to go to Clemson.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't have an answer for that, but we did. We shit the bed the past two. We did shit the bed against them in basketball this year. We beat you last year in basketball, though. That was the last game of the regular. Well, that was our last conference win was against you in basketball. So we beat you last year. So I don't know. I don't know. That football game really sticks in my craw, man. That was really made me mad. I don't have an answer for it. It sucks.
I love every second of it.
Might not win. It
It's
sucks.
it sucks. Yeah, it sucks to be a South Carolina Gamecock when you go against the Gators.
Cool. You have anything else?
It's never a bad day to be a South Carolina Gamecock ever. Doesn't matter who you're playing.
Checkerboard in the arena when we come to town. You know that's gonna be an ass kicking. We're gonna kick. We're gonna kick Tennessee's ass again.
Good. I hope you do.
Good for
We
you.
whooping by 40.
Anything else?
Clemson's doing good in basketball. South Carolina's struggling. Georgia sucks in basketball. And they don't have a quarterback. It doesn't have a quarterback yet. All good for the Gators.
Who doesn't have a quarterback?
Oh, Florida State don't have a quarterback.
Yeah, I sent you the
They
note on
got
that.
one.
Now the guy they were supposed to bring in, like we had another guy decommit. Like Norvell can't get anybody to play fucking quarterback for him. So.
Castellanos decommitted?
No,
No.
the kid 26.
Yeah. Oh, did you know he's FaceTime and he's supposed to be setting up a visit with South Carolina?
Yeah, talk about getting burnt by.
California. Is that the guy you're talking about?
Yeah, the dude from California. Yeah, that's him.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of butt hurt down here in Tallahassee about that quarterback there.
They spent all that money fucking paying that idiot Norvell, and we told them Norvell's a shithead, and they still paid him. Now they're fucking stuck with him.
Imagine they are mad.
Clemson's going to beat them by 40 points this year. Clemson's going to beat them by 40.
Are they on our schedule? And I'm not. I don't know if they're on our schedule or not.
I think
we'll have to see.
Yeah, they can beat them by 40.
No, well, the full schedule. I mean, I'll look it up, but I know that I can't remember if they're on the schedule or not. But I'll check and see. I think we got Syracuse on the schedule. Jackpot. That'll be you get to be Carolina Jackfruit that weekend.
You got UNC on there too.
Yeah, we find out the dates on it tomorrow, I think. But Clemson will have LSU at home on the 30th. We know that.
Yeah, you're at Georgia Tech, at North Carolina. You do play Florida State next year.
Syracuse is at home. Boston College is on the road. Duke's at home. Florida State is also at home. So that's a hell of a home schedule for Clemson this year. You got LSU. Now, I've just put this in a bottle. I know that these programs suck, but you have LSU. LSU's not going to suck, I don't think. Florida State, SMU, the team that you played last year in the championship game.
Oh, hell no. Uh-oh.
And Syracuse, who had a good season last year. You got 4 really good home games this year. And Duke,
much tougher schedule this year than last year.
Yeah, Duke, by the way, they people are talking about them being decent again. We shall see.
You got to go to Louisville. Oh boy,
fuck Louisville.
If I was a Clemson fan, I'd go to all 4 of those games.
You got to go to Georgia Tech also, it looks like. That could be a tricky game for Clemson.
Yeah, I don't think our schedule is like I think this year's schedule is going to be much tougher than last year's. Let's just leave it at that.
Oh, it's definitely going to be much tougher. Oh, it's leveled up this year.
Jeff, I got a lot for you this year. I want you to write it down for me.
What's that?
Take us against Tennessee. They play us in the swamp this year. We're going to beat them by 30 points. Remember that I told you we're going to beat them by 30.
I don't think you're going to beat them by 30 points, but until they actually beat you there, I'm going to pick Florida to beat them
You should
forever.
have beat them there last year.
We should have beat them.
They
You should have beat them last year in Knoxville. If Billy Napier had a set of balls, he would have went for 2 on that damn touchdown they scored and won the damn game.
All right, we should have won. We should have won against them. But we gonna beat Tennessee by 30. We ain't worried about Tennessee. Tennessee. That run is over. That run is over. They're going back to be a 6-6.
What run? What run?
Yeah, what
They
run
run.
are you speaking of?
That run. The diarrhea of the mouth. Man, that's what that run that is.
Well, I mean, let's just be honest. Tennessee had a playoff team this year. That's a good season.
I'm really liking you on this call tonight.
Yeah.
Tennessee is soft.
Okay. I believe that.
They're soft, and they're not going to have a running back next year. So,
But they
their
have
whole offense is predicated on the run game. They can't decide if they want to throw it around 100 times a game or just hand it off and run it 100 times a game.
So 31. Let me tell you something. Your team, your program is soft. You don't have a sports team. South Carolina's ass. Come be a Gator. Billy Cole, come be a Gator too. Tennessee sucks. Go Gators, beat Georgia, and fuck Tennessee.
Thanks, Octavian. I guess.
So thank you.
Jarrett, welcome to the program.
What's going on?
Not
What's up,
much.
Mike?
Nothing, just watching this game.
It's tied now.
Yeah, it's tied, but I think Kansas City is going to eat up the clock and kick a field goal and just walk off field goal.
I hope he throws an interception.
I hope so too. I can't stand Mahomes.
Yeah.
I can't stand a whole bunch of them. I'm just and that too.
I just don't
get
like
tired
the
of
only
the same
the only ones I
stuff.
don't like is Mahomes and Kelsey. Kelsey acts like a thug, and Patrick Mahomes is scared to take a hit. He
Well,
don't
yeah,
want to get hit.
I just tired of seeing the same old fucking teams win all the time.
I wouldn't mind it if Patrick Mahomes would be a grown man and take a hit. He is scared of getting hit. We saw that last week or
Brother,
the week.
have you watched the game tonight where he fucking trucked 2 guys and ran into the end
Yeah,
zone?
that was one hit that he got. That was one hit that he got. Week
You
before
said-
that, they caught.
Yeah, come on, Jarrett. You got to be consistent, man. You can't
Well,
have
last
two.
they played the Texans, right? So they played
Sure.
the Texans. They couldn't even hit them because they were calling flags, and the Texan player they hit each other. They didn't hit Patrick Mahomes, and they called a flag on that. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like that's not roughing the passer. Or
He doesn't. Okay, I mean, look, I'm not going to sit here and try to defend Patrick Mahomes, but the guy's won championships.
yeah, but
I
he's
don't-
scared to he's scared to take a hit. He's not like Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson or the other guys who
He's not
ain't scared.
He's not built like them, dude. He's not the same kind of quarterback. But okay, we can agree to disagree.
Yeah. I did predict that I had it on my list that the Eagles would beat the, Redskins, and I thought that would happen because the defense that
Beat that
the,
ass.
the defense that the Eagles have is just Jalen Carter, Jordan, what's his name from Georgia?
Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis. Yes, I should know my players. Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
um,
I shouldn't be naming these players for you.
Nolan
Georgia,
Smith. They got Sweat, and then they got that beast mode of a secondary. So I was like, of course they're going to dominate because if you watch the game last time they played, Jalen Hurts was out, and that's really the only reason why they lost. And Jalen Hurts got back in the game. He was in this game, and we see that it made a difference having him as quarterback over the backup. it made a whole lot of a difference. And just that defense with Saquon Barkley on offense, they really had no answer. And, the Redskins are ranked 14th in the pass stopping the run. That's about average in the league.
Hold on a second. God dang it.
Uh-oh. Jackpot's running to take care of his dog.
I mean, wouldn't you say,
Yep, you're right about that.
wouldn't you say, Rob, that's about fair? 14th in stopping the run is about average?
Well, there's 32 teams? So, yeah, that's
Yeah, 32. Yeah, so I was like, if they can't stop the run being ranked 14th, I'm like, they're going to have a field day on the Redskins because they're good in the passing game, stopping the pass, but stopping the run has been an issue for them.
Washington's had issues on defense all season, and they were without their best defensive tackle today. So,
Sorry, I have a cat that's retarded.
I know you had a cat, Jackpot. I thought you would just land a dog, sir.
No, we've got a cat, and it's a fucking pain in the ass. The damn thing doesn't. He as soon as you let him outside, he's back on the porch, pawing on the window to get back in. And then this goes on like consistently all throughout the day and evening. He's like, he wants to be inside, then he wants to go out. He wants to be inside, he wants to go out.
I used to have a cat. His name was Fred.
What's your cat's name, Jackpot?
Calvin.
That's a good name for a cat.
Yeah.
But for UTA, I think I got to see what that O-line looks like before I can say anything because it'll be brand new except for a couple players on the O-line. I mean, the rest of them is just brand new. I mean, I have to see what they're going to look like. Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? Like, I don't know.
Who's that? Who's line?
Talking about Georgia.
Oh, we know you still gonna have your left tackle.
Yeah, he was terrible.
Maybe he'll be a little better this coming season.
I don't know if he was like that, starting. I mean, I don't know how he's going to be the next season. This season might see the same result.
I've read projections where you're going to have a top 10 team, so I think you'll be all right.
Top 10 on paper, projecting is different from seeing it on the field.
Okay. I'm just saying, I don't think you're going to be a 6-6 shithole.
I don't think that either. I mean,
Okay.
Might be nine something, but I mean, I don't know. But the schedule is a lot better.
Every year they're singing the blues. Oh, we might win 8 games this year, and then they go out there and win like 11.
Peg and Megan will tell me like, "Oh my God, we're going to get beat this weekend," and they go out and win by 30. What the fuck, man?
It's the only team ever that can get curb stomped by Alabama, basically get curb stomped by Ole Miss, barely beat Kentucky, and then still makes the damn playoffs and wins the conference.
The schedule is a lot easier, but I mean, there's still 2 teams. I don't know how Tennessee's going to look, but I mean, we got to play them away. We usually beat them all the time, but it's just, I don't know. And then there's Bama.
I wouldn't be a damn bit worried about it.
Yeah. And then you got Bama. Of course, we got to get over the hump with them. We've been trying for years. Got to figure out how to dominate and finally get a win over them.
Well, now's the time to do it. I mean, y'all,
But as for every other team, I feel like we should have people like Florida. We should play them at home and not play them at the whatever it's called, what's it called? The cocktail party.
Yeah.
Sure.
I feel like we should play them at home, and then the next year we should play them at their home. I don't think
we should be a home and home series. I've thought that. I don't understand it. I don't understand why they do that. I mean, I don't understand why Texas and Oklahoma do that stupid thing.
Money.
I mean, it's great for those cities or whatever. And I guess like in the case of Texas and Oklahoma, I guess it's a good way to make use of that. Is that the only game, Rob? Is that like the only game they play in that old Cotton Bowl stadium?
Jackpot, I don't know, so I don't want to put something else.
Because the actual Cotton Bowl itself is played in the Jerry World Stadium, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know.
But they do play that game. That game is played in the old Cotton Bowl Stadium, the outdoor stadium, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's just money is all it is for the universities.
Why would you stadium to play to host one damn game a year? It's weird.
I don't know. Like, I'm looking that up now. I'm just looking it up now, but
Because no college team plays there. SMU has their own stadium. So and SMU's the only college team based out of Dallas.
I think it's the same issue, kind of like not exactly the same, but the reason why Georgia Tech plays at Mercedes-Benz Stadium or Superdome, whatever it's called, whichever one it is, not New Orleans. They play because they get a big.
They've been selling one home game a year to.
Like I said, it's a money thing.
they play according to a quick search here. It says they were there. Okay. Well, they stopped having the Cotton Bowl there in 2009. They do host the rivalry game between Texas and Oklahoma. The State Fair Classic, which is a college football game during the State Fair of Texas. I don't know what that is. And the First Responder Bowl is played in the Cotton Bowl jackpot. So, but they also have several concerts and special. So there you go.
Oh boy, they have a concert there still. I mean, still, dude, it just seems like a big waste of a. So it's been since 2009 they haven't played the Cotton Bowl there.
Yep, since 2009.
Well, the Jerry World Stadium hasn't been open that long, has it? Or
2014, I think.
So where'd they play? I guess the old Dallas Cowboys Stadium, Texas Stadium, or whatever it was called.
Probably so. I don't know, Jackpot. To be honest with you,
I think it opened in 2014. I'm pretty sure it did.
It opened May 27th, 2009. That's when AT&T Stadium opened.
So they went
directly there from 2009, Jackpot.
I'm getting my days mixed up, my years mixed up.
That's all right.
I didn't know that was that old.
Yeah, I could have swore it was 2014.
It's 15 years old. Man, this game is crazy. Anyway, all right. Anything else, Jared? I got to get other folks in here.
Who you got for if the Bills somehow win this game? If they do, I don't believe it'll happen. But if they do, who do you got for Eagles versus maybe the Bills?
I think that the Eagles have the best defense in the NFL.
I think the Birds have the best team.
Yeah, so I'd probably go with the Birds.
Well, I want to say no on offense because they only have one scheme, and that's use Saquon Barkley all the time.
Right.
And
I didn't say anything about their offense. I said just their defense is good enough that I think that they can hold just about anybody in check. So I if you told me to pick against either the Bills or the Chiefs, I'd probably take the Eagles. Yeah, I just want them to finally get another Super Bowl. I would like to see them with a lot of former Georgia players. Sure. I just like see them get one, ring on their finger. That would be nice. Yeah. All right, buddy. Well, we appreciate it, man. Thank you for stopping in.
Yep. Thank you. Don't you think Arrowhead Stadium kind of looks like Bank of America Stadium the way the side the stands on the side of the upper deck kind of slope down and the end zone kind of juts out a little bit? A little bit. It kind of does. That one actually has fans in it and looks to be kind of inviting. That's the only stadium in the NFL where the owner has their house built into it. Did you know that? They've got like a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house built into the stadium there for them. Where at? Underneath it or what? It's like right there in the stadium. It's the Hunt family has their own residence there. Have you seen where they're going to put some kind of like a tee or something that you can drive the ball off of at Williams-Brice? I don't. Yeah, it's supposed to be like Top Golf on steroids or something where you just go hit the ball.
Believe it or not, what it is I actually saw that. I think it's going to be a course. I want to say they're doing like a 5 or 6 hole course in the stadium. So it's not even going to be like just driving range and stuff like that. I think it's going to be outstanding. Yeah, Clemson did something like that. Two, right? Didn't it like for a weekend or something they set it up? I haven't. I actually looked the other day. They're still doing like reservations, so they haven't even dropped tickets yet, and they announced it a while back. So I don't know if there's, the wheels are just sputtering on that, but yeah, it's not going to be for that long. But they do a tour around a bunch of college stadiums. Clemson had something similar to that not that long ago.
Yep.
But
I want to take the daughter to that, but I don't think that she would give a shit. She's not
well, one of the cool things they do is you get
all onto this field or whatever.
one of the cool things you get to do is they go through all the locker rooms, and you get to see kind of like the player facilities in the stadium. So that's kind of a cool part. You get like a little tour of parts you otherwise wouldn't be able to see.
If you hit from one end zone, like, can you, obviously you can hit to the other, right?
If I had to guess, they're probably gonna have nets up and like weak golf balls, kind of like Top golf balls, where they don't really travel very far.
That would be kind of cool if you could see if you could hit it from one end zone to the other.
Well, I know they're gonna be doing stuff off of the concourse too, so like hitting off the concourse onto a hole in the field.
Yeah, that would be kind of neat, I guess.
Yeah, but
it'll probably be like $300 a round or some shit.
probably more than that.
The reason why I mentioned that thing earlier, Rob, the Freedom Hall Civic Center in Johnson City about Jay going there and watching a basketball game. I knew that East Tennessee State plays their basketball games there because they don't play in that dome stadium anymore, that little 12,000 seat dome they used to play in there. Have you ever seen that place?
No, sir, I haven't. It's
kind of weird looking. But anyway, Jim Cornette, man, mentioned the Freedom Hall Civic Center when he was talking about how he set up Smoky Mountain Wrestling, that promotion that he ran for a few years. He said, God, how'd you know you wanted to base out there? He's like, God damn. So when I was in the Mid-Atlantic, territory was on the shits and didn't have any attendance. He said, but every time I went to Johnson City, Knoxville, we drew a good crowd. So I knew that's where I wanted to base my promotion at. God damn.
God damn. Yeah.
Well, here's a little news you might not know.
This is something that's weird for me. Like, if you're going to be doing something, it looks like Kansas City's going to win this game. Why have a website? Like the first tee time is at Dakin Park in Houston. So, because this is this upper deck golf thing, right? So they have this thing where they'll get early access. All right, so I got to send you my email. Why don't you just tell us how much it fucking costs?
Yeah, no, you got to sign up for like the fucking newsletter.
Their newsletter and everything else. Like I automatically am like, yeah. How much does it cost? Okay, then you have to go to the FAQs. A standard registration is $80, $79.99. So,
not bad.
Yeah. And then it's like,
I think it's like 5 holes, ain't it?
Players hit from multiple levels within each stadium to be prepared to do some walking. Yeah, you got to walk.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's like a par 3 course.
Yeah. I don't know. Just put out there, it's $80. Why hide that? I mean, shit. It's a unique experience.
Yeah.
Not very often can you go and hit a ball at any of these big major parks, but hey, let's just
unless you're a Tennessee fan playing Ole Miss, then golf balls flying is pretty standard.
That's true. Some of these places would be kind of cool to hit balls from,
Yeah, well,
like,
can you imagine going up at like Death Valley over at Baton Rouge, hitting from the top of there? And holy shit, you probably launch a ball.
Like here are the venues where they're going to have places. So they're going to do it at Houston's baseball stadium, Tampa Bay Stadium down there with the.
That'd be fun off of the fucking pirate ship.
Off the pirate ship.
You go up in like the flag post, whatever the hell they call it, the mast.
Nashville at Nissan Stadium. They'll have more people that do this than go to the Titans games. Ohio Stadium up there where Michigan beat them. Arkansas Stadium, South Carolina.
Tennessee did not.
Yeah. Michigan Stadium.
That'd be a good one.
Great American Ballpark. That would be interesting.
Is that the cornfield baseball place?
That's where the Reds
That's
play.
Cincinnati Reds.
Field of Dreams or whatever.
Fenway Park, Wrigley Field in Chicago, Comerica Park.
That's in Detroit.
Yeah, Seattle, Lumen Field there where the Seahawks play. Camden Yards with the Orioles, Busch Stadium, the Dodger Stadium,
Harry Bush.
Target Field where the Twins play.
Twins.
San Francisco Stadium for the 49ers, Milwaukee Stadium for the Brewers. Lincoln Financial Field up in Philly. They're going to have it at the Braves Stadium, jackpot. That's kind of cool. So they've got a shit ton of different stadiums down here.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, Phoenix, Denver, Philly, New Orleans, Buffalo, Cleveland. That's not bad. So yeah, all kinds of different stadiums there.
Yep, should be fun. But moving a little bit off that, kind of talking about Carolina. I don't know if you saw this, Rob, but Nick Harbor actually left the track team. So
yeah, Jackpot. I texted Jackpot about that, and we were talking about would it be, hey, maybe is he going to finally give it all up and not run track anymore?
Well, we're just not. I mean, he's not going to participate in the winter track stuff. I don't know if he's not going to be on the team or whatever, or not compete at all.
Yeah, that's what I saw. Because it was a recent. It was just posted like today or yesterday, as a matter of fact. But man, I'm excited.
But you would think the track coach would probably be telling them also. I mean, you got to make up your mind here, bud. One or the other.
Well, he was arguably the best guy there.
That's
regardless if
you pretty foregone conclusion on the answer to that.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that.
Shit.
It should just be a good wide receiver core we got this year. I think Nicholas Harbor is probably going to head it. What happened? Oh, the Bills just lost?
No, the Chiefs just picked up a first down with like a minute and 10 seconds left. It's over.
I figured that game was going to be
Patrick Mahomes is running around like a freaking freak throwing his hands up.
I was about to say, how many soft ass penalties did I miss today?
That makes me want to say deeble, dobble, deeble, dobble, deeble, dobble, do. I don't know why.
Well, like I said, I refuse to watch Patrick Mahomes. It's just infuriating football.
Deeble, dobble, deeble, dobble, deeble, dobble, do. We are so much better than you.
Who's going to be I meant to ask this the other day, Rob, by the way. Do you know who's going to fill in for Maffa this year?
Oh, that's the ball game. That's over.
Yeah.
The Chiefs players are here crying on the sidelines. Motherfucker, you just won a damn AFC 2 years ago. I mean, shit.
Bunch of bitches, man. Y'all ever seen that video before Rob answers? You ever seen that video of it's like a Chiefs fan and Travis Kelce walks in and he's like, "What are you doing in my hall?" And he looks at Travis Kelce. He's like, "You just took my wife's breath away, man. Oh my gosh, you just took my wife's breath away." What an absolute fucking loser, man. Could you imagine saying that to another guy? You just took my wife's breath away, man. Oh my God. What a loser.
What?
What were you about to say there, Rob?
I think it's going to be – I think Adams is going to be hopefully Adams gets some carries running back. Who was the other guy?
Well, are y'all still going to have that wide receiver who y'all put at running back for a little bit? Is he still in there?
Adam Randall.
Randall, yeah. So
that's one of the positions. I think they should have went and tried to get somebody out of the portal there.
I wonder if I think Clemson's got like two I think they've got 2 scholarships left, if I remember correctly. Maybe they're going to go shopping after the season's over. So Jay Haynes, I'm looking at the rest of the guys in here. He had ACL injury. We'll have to see how that comes
Yeah, that was
out.
that guy who got hurt versus SMU.
I think so. David Uzomu. Let's see about that. Jarvis Green. And then Keith Adams. The running back room is an area that
Yeah, freshman coming in from over here in Belton Honey Path too. It was like a 4 or 5 star kid. This hit Marquise Henderson. He's class of 25.
When was the last time a freshman started for Clemson at running back?
What's
Travis
that?
Etienne.
Etienne
Travis
started
Etienne.
as a freshman.
Yeah. He started
I
at
can't-
the season he did, yeah.
Well, shoot, who was in for
If
that?
you're talking about the start of the season,
Yeah.
I think James Davis got carries in the first as a starter in the first game of the season. But if I remember correctly, it was ETM was the last freshman to start games.
Okay. Yeah, Clemson doesn't usually start a whole lot of freshmen at running back. I have noticed that. Now you do have to. Don't you have to replace your tight end too, Brenning Stool?
Yeah, old Brit. What was your name for him, Jack? Black?
Bring stool sample.
Yeah, Brenning Stool sample.
Fuck
That's
that
a
guy.
position I also haven't seen a whole lot of production outside of him. I mean, who's going to fill in for that? Do you know?
Well, we haven't really. Who was the guy that was like really good for us at tight end in the championship years? I can't remember, but we haven't really had. Briggenstool was supposed to be that guy, but I don't know, man. To be honest with you, who they're gonna trot out there at tight end, but we'll see on that front. I haven't really done a lot of research on the tight end spot.
That's fair.
They're gonna miss Barrett Carter. They'll put Brown in there too, but Carter could cover some ground as far as in the passing game. So whereas Brown, in my opinion, could get that way, but as of his freshman year, he's probably ended up being our best run stopping linebacker. But I don't know.
We're also going to be losing a couple secondary pieces. I know Mickens. Is there anyone else that's graduating on that group?
But what in the secondary?
Yeah, I know Mickens is. I don't know. I can't remember if anyone else is or not.
Who else is going to be there? Hold on, I got my projected chart here. Let's see here. Let's see what we got here. All right, so Mickens is the one who's leaving. He's heading to the NFL. No more Tyler Venables either.
Damn, he's been there for a while.
Yeah, I
Holy
think he's got to
shit.
be.
What is he, 26?
Yeah. Rob Billings, Ricardo Jones, Avion Terrell is the guy.
He started a lot, didn't he?
Yeah, he's going to be leaned on a good bit. So, yeah.
Okay.
He should be one of the top. He should be one of the best defensive backs in the league, to be honest with you. Khalil Barnes will be the safety, and Shelton Lewis will get out there too, according to what I'm reading here. So there you go.
Tiger Red Devil says to let him in.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we bring on
Welcome in,
TRD.
Tiger Red Devil.
Hey, two things. I think Tyler Venables is back for another year.
No shit.
Oh, my
Yep.
God.
He has 1 year eligibility
Oh
left.
my goodness.
Tight end will probably be Olsen Pat Henry. He'll probably be the first team tight end.
Okay. Did he
Oh,
play for y'all last year?
He did. And we recruiting another guy out of Virginia, a running back named Gideon David.
Okay.
Gideon David.
Gideon Davidson. That's his name. And I hate Kansas City. I can't stand them.
Sounds like something straight out of the Bible.
Dalton
Um,
Kincaid missed that pass. I can't believe he dropped that.
Hey, how many soft calls? Because I didn't watch the game. How many just absolutely putrid soft calls were there?
Wasn't too bad tonight. It wasn't too bad tonight. No, it wasn't.
Was he fishing though? You know he was fishing.
Sort of. You know how Mahomes is.
Yeah.
He's
In
the
the late
poster boy.
slides.
He's the poster boy for the NFL.
He's such a bitch, man. Listen, Tom Brady, when Tom Brady was on top, he didn't play like a bitch. All right. He wasn't scared. He wasn't flopping. He went out and y'all remember that play where he got laid the fuck out? He picks up his helmet and gets right back in the ball game. Sean Taylor, I think, hit him.
He was a baller. He took it.
That's what I'm saying. Mahomes don't play like that. No, none of these quarterbacks play like that. They're all soft as shit. Could you imagine Ben Roethlisberger going out and the second he gets touched? I mean, it's just such a soft game now. And the quarterback play is so bad. I don't even think 15 years ago, Mahomes would be a top 5 quarterback.
That's why I prefer college football over the NFL any day of the week and twice on Sunday.
Yeah. Well, I agree with you on that.
Yeah, it's just kind of a placeholder.
The only thing that is killing the college football is just the NCAA having a fucking just being spineless, man. And
they lose every lawsuit.
Yeah. I don't know how the game's ever going to recover. I think it's just going to keep getting worse and worse. Did y'all see, by the way, the South Carolina Board of Trustees came out? Y'all remember that linebacker who flipped out Ole Miss?
Mm-hmm.
They said a Board of Trustee member said apparently Ole Miss doubled the NIL that South Carolina was going to give them.
Oh, I mean, plain and simple. I mean, they're not going to pay like that kind of crazy money for somebody they might not be worth that, you know?
That's true, but it makes you wonder what the starting offer is for these guys. I mean, I'd imagine he got offered at least 15, 20 grand from South Carolina.
Beamer would probably
I
tell
don't
you
know. Like, and the thing is, you'll never know exactly how much any of these offers are. I mean, if I'm in these kids' camps, I could go and say, let's say South Carolina offer me 20 grand and Ole Miss comes calling. I'm going to tell them South Carolina offer me 50. Why the hell would I not tell them that?
play the game.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, why not? Yep.
That's what everybody's doing these days, man. And it seems like in the college football landscape,
negotiations in a real job, in a job place, you know.
It's not supposed to be a job.
We should all pick a FCS team to pull for next year. I'd probably pick Wofford since I have a whole bunch of family.
Wofford, they've got a beautiful campus. I went up to I went up to a preseason. I think it was the Jets versus the Panthers at Wofford. I was really surprised. It's very nice.
Nice.
It's kind of isolated too, because finding beauty in anything in Spartanburg is really few and far between.
Yeah, you'd never believe it was in Spartanburg out there, man. It's so clean, and they got.
I mean, it doesn't make sense, right? I mean, it's kind of out of place, really. I mean,
that and Furman.
Huh?
You don't like Sparkle City?
No, I don't. That's the armpit of the state.
So
Spartanburg ain't the best. If we're being honest.
Clemson's the butthole. That's the armpit.
Oh, Jesus.
Here we go.
Well, I'm excited about the Gamecocks. Which TRD, I want to get you live right now. Is Beamer running the 2-peat this year?
Well, he's got to beat us in Columbia first.
That's what I'm saying. He can't win in Columbia. He can only win in the fucking upstate. It don't make no sense.
I'm not just saying this because my blood runs in Marcia. I'm not saying this just because that. I don't know. I think it'd be a good game. I think the days of the blowouts, at least under Beamer, are gone. That in my personal opinion. I mean, every game we've seen with Clemson so far has been close. I mean, I know y'all won that one 2 years ago by a decent amount, but I don't think you even scored a touchdown. It was mainly all field goals. 31-0 or something like that.
I think it was 25.
25.
I want to say it was 25, but I could be wrong. But what? The score, the game was a lot closer than the score because both offenses kind of got shut down. It was just
16-7 game.
Was it 16-7? Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Rattlers last year. Yeah,
that's the one I'm talking about. So we've seen,
I think
close games since Beamer's been there. So I don't think
that 2021 game was fucking terrible. That was really bad. That 30-0.
You're in the program in the right direction. He is.
I think he's one of the hottest coaches out there. I'm glad we extended him.
20.
What's that?
2030.
Listen, I'm the kind of guy who believes you got to give coaches a chance.
You got to give him a chance. Yeah.
And I think he's shown us. I mean, I did the math. I don't think I've said it on here, but I did the math through all his years on the Vegas preseason lines. He's like 8.5 over
Mhm.
through 4 years. I mean, he's just overperformed all but 1 year, which was an injury-riddled year. I mean, you lost your whole O-line. You lost pretty much your whole back end on defense.
Well, we'll see next year.
What'd you say?
Place a lot of the
Yeah, on defense.
Bam Martin Scott is going pro now. I don't know if somebody told him
Yeah.
pro or if somebody's like the NCAA is not going to accept your waiver because it applied to 2020 guys. He was at pro in 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
Shane Beamer Shane Beamer said that they both thought it was going to be an uphill battle, so he just he wanted to come back, but I guess he didn't want to waste any time messing around with it if he was just going to tell him no. So
Yeah, it would have been his 7th season, so that NCAA probably got it right, if we're being honest. I mean,
I just wait for the days of the super seniors to go away. Oh my goodness.
I'm so tired of that. When's the COVID year is going to be up? It seems like every year people are still cashing in a COVID year.
Clemson has 4 super seniors next. 4.
well, the Cam Rising from Utah was a freshman in 2004.
Jackpot, didn't you say you don't even know if he exists or if somebody just made his name up?
Yeah, like I said, if he exists, he was a freshman in 2004, and he may play next year.
I mean, talking about injuries, my goodness.
Well, you got him. You also got that. Well, who was it? That tight end out at Miami. It was like his 9th year this year.
Yeah, it was his last year this year. He's
I
finally.
think it was his 9th season, though, if I'm correct.
Yep.
I mean, holy shit, that is
South Carolina
insane.
have like a 53-year-old player on their team this year.
That was SC State a while back. They had a running back a while back. He was like 54.
What?
I don't think
Yeah.
he played.
I don't
What'd you
think.
say, Rob?
But
No,
no,
he played. They let him get some carries in the last game of the year. He
They
had
don't-
like
they don't
5
have
or
it.
6 carries.
they don't have an age limit. If you look at the rules, just as long as you
You've
go
never
in
gone to college.
freshman.
Yeah. That's why you see all these 37-year-olds coming out of Australia to kick
Yeah.
in college football.
Got some of these guys that play minor league baseball for like 10 years.
Yep. And I want to say there was just a pretty big guy who just, I can't remember his name. There was just it's going to kill me now. There was a real big athlete who just stopped playing baseball and had a really good season. But I can't remember his name to save my life.
Chris Winkie was almost 30. Brandon Whedon was up there. Yeah.
Brandon Whedon, I forgot about him.
Brandon Whedon, the pride of TCU.
Well, I'm excited. I think we're
Pops Frisbee was like 50.
Frisbee. Who's that?
He was
I thought he's like 40. I thought he was 43. I don't
he
know.
was old as shit when he played for Carolina.
Anna.
No, you didn't know about him. He was in the Army.
He's
No, I didn't
my
know.
co-host on the fifth quarter post game show here in Columbia. He's
Oh,
gotta
Like
be.
Desert Storm or whatever. He was in. He was overseas, and he was like 40 something, and he came and he played for Lou Holtz.
Played for Spurrier too.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
He caught a pass in one of those games. I don't remember who they were playing, but he did catch one.
Well, Daniel Rodriguez from Clemson was in the Army. He was in like that, and his workout tape was doing push-ups and shooting a 50 caliber machine gun. And Dabo Sweeney accepted him.
Damn.
why not?
Jaden. So apparently
He's got to
he
be
was,
better than a white kid from Daniel High.
Don't even get started on that. We love that high school. We love it.
I know it. It's a huge high school too. I've driven by it. It's
Apparently
way
they got-
bigger than you think.
They have a good football team, but it's all coaches' sons. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh God.
Oh, y'all know, Captain Munderland just got a head coaching job at a high school out in Charlotte.
I remember him.
Really?
Yep.
He was
Where
just
at?
the DB.
Oh shit, what's it called? It's Chambers High out at Charlotte.
Chambers.
Yeah, I don't think it's a football powerhouse, but
It must be a new school. I've never heard of that. There's several new high schools up there.
yeah, it might be.
Was Stephon Gilmore coaching somewhere now, or
Oh, I don't know. Is it? I thought he was playing still.
Oh. Is he still playing?
I thought so.
He's been in the league for a minute.
Yeah, he's on the Vikings.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Hey, defensive MVP for my Patriots.
No, he was good for the Patriots. Now
He's real good for the Patriots. And that's another thing I brought up. People don't give South Carolina the respect in the DB category. Every year we're popping off with a really, really good DB.
Well, you don't have the tradition that some of these other schools have.
Well, I say that, but I mean, look at the guys we put out just the last 10 years. You
You
got
guys have put out a lot. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. J.C. Horn, Cam Smith? That's just two off the top of my head. I know Darius Rush got drafted. McQuamu.
You've always put out defensive players. Always.
Yep, and I'll leave y'all with this. Here's something to chew on. I think Dylan Stewart's the best defensive player returning in college football. What do y'all think of that?
I mean,
I really don't know who's returning.
I really don't. I really can't get a snapshot right in front of me of who all is returning.
That's fair.
Peter Woods, baby. Peter Woods.
Peter Woods. Is he going to play? Y'all had him out on the edge. Is he going to play tackle?
I think he's a tackle.
He looks like a tackle.
Will help. I hope he shows up. He's a DE.
The only thing with that is if you look at the numbers of their defense, I get he was ranked high, but their numbers, they had one of the worst defenses in the country.
Purdue?
Yeah, specifically for the run. So I get he was ranked high. I don't trust taking people off of shitty defenses.
Jackpot said he thought that Will Help was the defense, basically.
Was he? He probably might. He must have been if he was ranked that high on that defense. I mean, if you look at the number, it was fucking terrible.
He had to be.
And a horrible team. Horrible.
So, maybe he'll find a second life. I'm sure he'll be starting. Who's going to be even on y'all's D line? All I know is Peter Woods and him.
Monte Capehart's coming back. He got approved.
Old Braveheart's coming back. I'm glad to hear it.
Waiting for him to show up. He's been there 2 years and he's battled injuries both years.
Well, do you also have that Aro, whatever the hell his name is?
He's gone.
I can't remember. You got Tyler Davis.
He left last year.
Did he?
Rob, can you address his question from earlier? Because I want to know the details about this whole deal with the DJ thing.
Oh, yeah.
So the gist of it, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Andrew, the after South Carolina beat LSU in women's hoops the other night, LSU has a player on their team, Flawaja. What's her last name? I can't remember.
Johnson.
Johnson. That's right. Thank you. So apparently her dad was a rapper and he got shot in Georgia when her mom was 6 months pregnant with her. But he was like a rapper that had a song called Camouflage was the name of the song. So when they're walking off the court the other night after the win, and the DJ for South Carolina played this guy's song, and it was they thought it was like taking a shot at Johnson as she left the court because she's probably the best player for LSU. It definitely wasn't tasteful, but I don't know how many people really know. Hey, that guy is Johnson's dad. I don't know.
Well, you know what I read too, Rob?
What?
I also read apparently that's a song that they play after every win. So
yeah,
I don't know if that's true or not, but if that's the case, I mean, suspending the DJ, only one game suspension, but if they play that after every game, it's kind of soft to suspend the DJ. You know what I mean?
Well, whatever the name of the song is.
She put up an Instagram post or something with like a weird emoji or something that said something about playing that.
Sorry about that or something like that. It was kind of a backhanded apology or whatever. I don't know. I know that my friend DJ, Louis V used to be the DJ for them, and he told me that everything that he played had to be approved by the university. Now, this was years ago. So I would think that I don't think that I would think they would treat this new DJ the same way,
if not more strict.
So I mean, they have to know what you're playing, and it may have been the gist of it was the university heard it, didn't think there was any curse words in it or whatever. They didn't maybe understand the ties of it, because I don't think that South Carolina would just trot out something just to mock like that. I don't think they would do that, but
No.
not on purpose.
No, but I read stuff and they were losing their minds, and we had some dipshit on there on Twitter. That's a Florida person in all kinds of weather is the YouTube and Twitter handle, and went on and on about, so it's typical, the fan base and the teams are nothing but trash, yada, yada, yada. This is coming from someone who is a member of a fan base who had a football team that had murderers on it, and had a goddamn documentary made about such. But we're the trash. We're the trash. Which he interjected himself into a conversation about two teams he has no fucking business about. So, fuck him.
I don't think that any university
in all kinds of weather, you can go fuck yourself.
In all kinds of weather.
Go stand out in the rain with a dildo, you son of a bitch.
I just don't think that any university is going to allow something to be played that is going to offend anyone, to be honest with you. I mean, they try to sanitize the shit out of everything. So yeah. I just don't think that's going to happen anywhere, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Well, my battery's getting low.
Cole says she was just mad they got their ass kicked.
Well, that too.
Could be, yeah.
She was bitching about they got 10 McDonald's All-Americans. I mean, what? How do you do that?
Yeah.
Well, South Carolina's won 59 straight at home. I mean, that's
unbelievable.
If you're a Gamecock fan, you should start every conversation you have with our women's basketball team has won 59 straight games at home. I mean, that is like a huge badge of
UConn level.
Yeah. I mean, Dawn Staley has built an absolute powerhouse down there in Columbia. Before she got there, they were the shits. They were the absolute shits.
I was about to ask how good before she got there.
Huh?
I was about to ask how good were they before she got there.
It's 69. Thank you, Eddie. They were not very good. Now, they had some teams with Christina Chocon and Jocelyn Penn.
Well, they had that Dozier girl, too.
Yeah, but they weren't like really good, though. I mean, they're not this good. No. Not where they walk on the court and they're automatically 15 points better than anywhere.
I'd put my money. Definitely.
I just wonder when that winning streak is going to 69 games in a row. That is beyond.
She's going to be old and gray before we start seeing that team lose more than 4 games a year.
You guys locked her up for a long time, too.
Oh, yeah. She makes a shit ton of money, too. She makes so much money.
Paris and Beamer should be paying her money for her to come to the games and watch their teams play. She is that good of a coach, in my opinion. So,
well, my battery's getting low, so I'll go ahead and sign off. As I sit here with our hardware on the year, I just reflect on an excellent season.
Love it.
Yep, I reflect on an excellent season, a season of highs and lows, a season that I don't think many Gamecock fans expected, but all Gamecock fans deserve. All right? Shane Beamer not only runs the state, he runs the country. He's the hottest coach in college football. Lenore Sellers is the hottest quarterback in college football. And Dylan Stewart is the hottest defensive edge in college football. Go Gamecocks, baby. Woo!
All right there, buddy.
Fuck the Gamecocks. Woo! Bye.
All right, there you go, Jackpot. Anything else you want to add this evening?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, you guys have a great week.
Got to get up early and go pick up some Utz.
Pick up the Utz, brother. All right.
Pick up the Utz and head out of town.
All right. Good night.